Before humans built cities, before the first civilizations appeared, before history itself began, Earth belonged to giants. Creatures so enormous, so powerful, and so strange that the modern world can barely compare. Dinosaurs walked across continents, colossal reptiles ruled ancient oceans, and massive mammals once dominated frozen landscapes. For hundreds of millions of years, life on Earth evolved into forms far larger than anything we see today. This was a time when size meant survival, a time when giants ruled the Earth. Long before humans existed, the planet was already full of life. But during certain periods in Earth's history, evolution pushed animals to extraordinary sizes. One of the most famous eras of giant creatures was the Age of Dinosaurs. For more than 160 million years, dinosaurs dominated the land. Some were small and fast, but others grew into the largest animals to ever walk on Earth. Among the greatest of these giants was Tyrannosaurus. This enormous herbivore could reach lengths of more than 30 meters. Its body weighed as much as 10 elephants combined. With a neck stretching high into the trees, Tyrannosaurus could consume vast quantities of vegetation every day. Entire forests could be stripped bare by a single herd. Despite their size, these giants lived peaceful lives as plant eaters. But in a world filled with giant herbivores, predators were never far away. One of the most famous hunters in Earth's history was Tyrannosaurus rex. Standing nearly 4 meters tall at the hips and stretching over 12 meters in length, Tyrannosaurus was a predator built for dominance. Its skull alone was larger than most humans, and its teeth, some over 20 centimeters long, were designed to crush bone. Scientists believe its bite force was among the strongest of any land animal that ever lived. With jaws capable of generating immense pressure, Tyrannosaurus could shatter the skeletons of its prey. In the prehistoric world, few animals could challenge such power. But dinosaurs were not the only giants that walked the land. The skies above were also home to enormous creatures. Among the most impressive was pterosaurs. This giant flying reptile had a wingspan that could reach over 10 meters. Standing on the ground, it was as tall as a giraffe. Despite its enormous size, it was capable of flight. Using powerful forelimbs, it could launch itself into the air and glide across vast distances. Imagine standing beneath a creature with wings wider than a small airplane. In the prehistoric world, the sky itself belonged to giants. But while dinosaurs ruled the land and pterosaurs ruled the air, the oceans held creatures even more terrifying. Ancient seas were home to massive marine reptiles and colossal predators. One of the most formidable was Mosasaurus. Growing up to 15 meters long, Mosasaurus was a powerful aquatic hunter. With strong jaws and rows of sharp teeth, it hunted fish, turtles, and even other marine reptiles. The oceans of the prehistoric world were dangerous places, and yet, millions of years later, an even greater predator would appear: Megalodon, the largest shark that ever lived. Megalodon could grow more than 18 meters long. Its teeth were larger than a human hand. With jaws capable of delivering devastating bites, Megalodon ruled the oceans for millions of years. It preyed on whales and other large marine animals. For a long time, this giant shark sat at the top of the ocean food chain. But even the most powerful predators cannot control the forces of nature. 66 million years ago, a catastrophic event changed life on Earth forever. A massive asteroid struck the planet. The impact triggered earthquakes, wildfires, and a global winter that blocked sunlight. Plants died, food chains collapsed, and the age of dinosaurs came to an end. For millions of years after this extinction, mammals began to rise. These animals had survived in the shadows during the Age of Dinosaurs. Now, they had the opportunity to grow and evolve into new forms. And once again, giants would appear. During the Ice Age, enormous mammals roamed across continents. One of the most iconic was the woolly mammoth. Covered in thick fur and armed with enormous curved tusks, mammoths were perfectly adapted to the cold climates of the north. These giants could stand over 4 meters tall. They traveled in herds across frozen plains, feeding on grasses and shrubs. But mammoths were not the only giants of the Ice Age. There was also the giant ground sloth. Standing on its hind legs, this massive creature could reach heights of 6 meters. Using powerful claws, it pulled down branches and stripped trees of leaves. The Ice Age landscape was filled with enormous animals, and wherever giant herbivores existed, giant predators followed. One of the most famous hunters of this time was the saber-toothed cat. Its long, curved fangs could reach nearly 20 centimeters in length. Unlike modern big cats, it relied on ambush tactics, waiting silently before delivering a precise and deadly bite. Another powerful predator was the dire wolf. Larger and stronger than modern wolves, dire wolves hunted in coordinated packs. Together, they could bring down prey far larger than themselves. For thousands of years, these giants thrived, but the world was changing again. As the climate warmed and human populations expanded, many of these massive animals began to disappear. The mammoths vanished, the giant sloths disappeared, and the powerful predators followed. Today, the Earth still has giants, but they are rare compared to the past. The blue whale is the largest animal to ever live on Earth, even larger than the biggest dinosaurs. Reaching lengths of over 30 meters and weighing more than 200 tons, blue whales are true ocean giants. Despite their size, they feed on tiny creatures called krill, thousands of kilograms every day. On land, the African elephant remains the largest living terrestrial animal, and in the oceans, predators like the great white shark still dominate their environments. But compared to the giants of the past, today's animals are smaller. Why did so many giant creatures disappear? Scientists believe several factors played a role. Climate change reshaped ecosystems. Habitats were lost, food sources became scarce, and in many cases, humans arrived. Large animals require enormous amounts of energy. When environments change rapidly, Smaller animals often adapt more easily. Over time, the giants slowly vanished. But the story of these enormous creatures is far from forgotten. Every fossil discovered reveals a new chapter of Earth's history, a time when forests trembled beneath enormous footsteps, when the oceans hid monsters beneath their waves, and when survival favored size above all else. The giants may be gone, but their legacy remains. Because long before humans walked the earth, before cities, before history, giants ruled the planet. Before you go, I want to say something personal. This channel is something I truly care about. Every video you see here takes many hours of research, writing, editing, and storytelling. And I'm constantly trying to make each one better than the last. If you enjoyed this video, subscribing would mean a lot to me. Not just as support, but as motivation to keep creating and improving. My goal is to keep telling the stories of our planet, the creatures, the history, and the incredible world that existed long before us. And I promise to keep doing everything I can to make these videos better and better. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next story.